Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the June mystery virtual stamping event here at Create with Brenda. As you know, my live event happens on the second Wednesday of every month, starting at 7 p.m. There's a link that I send out in my newsletter at createwithbrenda.com that gives you all of the cutting instructions and the supplies that you'll need. However, if something comes up and you are unable to attend the live event, the following day, so it would be the second Thursday of every month, I post a video here at YouTube so that you can assemble all of the pieces that you cut in hopes of participating in my mystery virtual stamping event. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you have not, I would love to have you join me for my live events. And to get all the information for that is all you need to do is go to createwithbrenda.com and subscribe to my newsletter. All right, so this month, my project, I'm really excited about my project, is what I'm gonna start with is you're gonna need basic white cardstock. And you're going to need 3 pieces. The first one measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. The second measures 3 1/4 by 4. And the last measures 2 by 3 1/4. Now, you may need some scrap pieces, you may need a punch, you may need some dies. And as the card unfolds here, you'll be able to determine what that is that you need, okay? So what you're going to want to do is pick your designer series paper, and I chose to use the Ice Cream Corner DSP. It looks just like this. It's beautiful. However, the sad part, it's going away. The last day to order this paper is June 30th. The January through June mini catalog is retiring. So some of the products carried over, some did not. This paper did not. So, all right, what I'm gonna do is move this off to the side. And like I said, I chose to use the Sprinkles Designer Series paper. Once you decide on your Designer Series paper, then you can choose your solid colored cardstock, okay? So I have a piece here that measures 2 1/4 by 6, and that is going to go onto the flap of our medium A2 envelope. I have another piece that measures 2 1/2 by 4, and last I have a piece that measures 3 1/4 inch square, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Then, like I said, I chose Bermuda Bay to be my card base. I have a piece that's 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score this at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. I have another piece that measures 3 1/2 by 10 3/4, and we're going to score this at 3 1/2 and 6 1/2. And finally, I have a small piece of Bermuda Bay that measures 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So those are the pieces that we're going to need. I chose to use, like I said, this Ice Cream Corner DSP from the Sweet Ice Cream Corner Suite. And that comes with a punch and the stamp set. And what I want to do is just I forgot to grab my stamp set, so give me 1 second here. So here's the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set, and also the punch. And you can still get these in a bundle through June 30th. So if you really love this set, now's the time to get it, because when it carried over into the annual catalog, the bundle price went away. All right. So to start, I'm going to take this printed piece of the Designer Series paper, and I'm just going to punch out what's going to look like a waffle cone. And then I want to punch a piece of, or one of the ice creams. And I'm just trying to decide like what color I want my ice cream to be. And I think we're going to go with this. I kind of like how that looks. It looks like a rainbow sherbet kind of thing. Sherbet, however you say it. All right. So now is all we have is the assembly. So here we go. To do the scoring, I am going to bring in my Simply Scoring tool. I'm taking this first piece, and this is the one now that we're going to score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And then we can just move this piece up and score at 3 1/2 and 6 1/2. All right, so that's all we need with the scoring tool. So we're bringing our bone folder, and I'm just going to fold this so that it's nice and even and give that a crease. And then I'm going to fold this back and again get it nice and even. And when I say even, I'm looking at these edges right here, okay? And let's do that with our other piece too. So we're going to fold it at 5 1/2, just like we would with our standard card base. And then we're going to fold this back. And there is a name for this special fold, but I'm not going to give it to you until we get to that point. So now I'm going to take my Designer Series paper that measures 2 1/2 by 4. And I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. And I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal to the back of our DSP. And I'm putting my little sprinkles on that left side, just like that, okay? And then I'm going to take our piece of 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to add some seal to that. Sorry about that noise. And then I'm going to place that right inside here so that I have equal borders. Now let's take our other little piece here, and we're going to take our 3 1/4 by 4 inch piece of basic white, put some adhesive onto the back of that, and I'm just going to center that right in here too so that that has equal borders. And then we'll take our 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch piece and give that some seal. And that's going to go right on the front here. Okay. So next I want to take our 2 inch by 3 1/4 inch piece, and I'm just going to add some seal to the back, and I'm going to add that to our last piece of solid colored cardstock. Okay. And then in our stamp set, we have a little stamp in here that says, "You melt my heart." So I need to grab a block. I guess I wasn't terribly coordinated in my efforts here. I'm sorry about that. And my Bermuda Bay ink. So So what I'm going to do is open up my ink pad. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. And I'm just going to add the "You Melt My Heart." Just like that. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. There you go. So now, let's bring this back in. And before I put this in, I'm going to take the my Stampin' Seal, and I'm just going to put a one run of adhesive on this outside edge, and then one run of adhesive on the Designer Series paper edge. So there's only adhesive on this edge and this edge, okay? Then is what we're going to do is we're going to bring our card in, and we're just going to kind of slip this together. And the first thing we want to do is lay this down, this edge, so that the borders are even. And then we'll kind of line that up here so that these borders are like we want them. And now you can see what we've got. We've got this, it's called a double Z fold card. They're really quite pretty. And I'll show you I did quite a few of them out of all of the papers, or all the different papers that are retiring from the mini catalog. So now you can see I've only put adhesive on this left edge, because when I set it down on here, I want the borders to kind of see how this one, and now we've got this. So now I'm going to press it down. So you want to make sure that you don't get adhesive on that edge right there. All right. So let's put our ice cream cone together. Remember, I punched this one and then the cone. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of seal at the bottom of my scoop. I'm going to put this on, and then I can add it here, but I am going to add it using some dimensionals, of course, right? What would a project at Create with Brenda be without our lovely, lovely Stampin' Dimensionals? I also want to mention all products that I used here today on this card are available at my in my online store. I would love, love, love to earn your business. I pamper my customers, and I would love to pamper you. So if there's something that you're looking at or that you'd like to order, go ahead. In the links right down below, you'll see the shop now, and that'll take you to my online store. If you're ordering during the month of June of 2021 and use this host code, and your product order is over $75, I will send you absolutely free the Biggest Wish stamp set. Absolutely free. Just a thank you for shopping with me. So think about that if that's a stamp set you've been looking at. Oh, now is the time. So now I'm going to bring my envelope in, because of my rule here at Create with Brenda, no naked envelopes, right? So I'm just going to add some seal. And again, this piece measured 2 1/4 by 6. So I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to lay it down right along the flap of the envelope. There's a crease mark or a fold line, score line. And then bring in I need my paper scissors. And I'm just going to let the envelope flap be my guide, and just cut off the extra Designer Series paper. And then when we're done, we get this beautiful printed flap that coordinates with our fun card. And I'm going to turn this into a birthday card. But really, truly, what's a card, right? Without some sprinkles. And I think the perfect sprinkles for that are the ice cream sprinkles. And I'm not really sure where I stuck mine for right now. Those are the new sprinkles. Those are awesome. And check out my little basket of goodies here. And I don't see the sprinkles. I think I may have used them all on my last paper pumpkin, my little paper pumpkin thing, but not to worry, there's always lots of sprinkles. So what I'm going to do is take out some of the new sprinkles from the new catalog, and these are called the Shaker Shapes, and these are going to work just fine also. So with just a little dot of glue, let's try our liquid adhesive here. I'm going to put a few. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the glue. There we go. I'll put 5, a couple here and 1 over here. So the best way to pick these up, of course, is with the putty tip on the Take Your Pick tool. And I kind of like this green, so I'm going to add those. Yeah, I think these will be the perfect sprinkles. My putty tip is wanting to hold on tight. So what do you think of the Double Z fold card? I'm excited about it. I've used it before, but it always changes with every single card that you make, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So there's our design, and let me bring in the others that I did with the retiring papers from the January through June mini, so you can see those too. All right, so this was the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. Here's one using the Snail Mail DSP. How cute is that, right? And I thought that would be a good graduation card. You snailed it, and then I can just stamp congratulations on the inside. I did some with the Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper. Now this is one of the stamp sets and die sets that are the bundles that I did not purchase. I love the paper, but I didn't purchase the stamps or the dies. So to get this, all I did was cut out. I just fussy cut from the Designer Series paper, and then this stamp set is retiring too, and I'm really sad to see that go. It is called the Happy Thoughts, and it's like my go-to for birthday cards and congratulations. But I wanted you to see just how this card looks so different with different paper. This is from the Love You Always. It's our black and white paper. And this again is just cut out from the Designer Series paper. I colored it with the Stampin' Blends. And then I think you can see it, but I added the Wink of Stella. It's very shimmery. And then on the inside, I just had the sentiment. And again, this one I used just a scrap to decorate the outside of my envelope. I really like that one. I think it's really dramatic with the black and white. And then finally, this is from the Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper. And this is the Flirty Flamingo. And I just love this. I think it's really stunning. The Flirty Flamingo and the white just pop. So I hope you've enjoyed this month's mystery stamp, and I will be back on July, the second Wednesday in July, which is, let me get that for you, the 14th of July will be my next mystery stamping event. So be sure to subscribe to my newsletter by then, and then you will receive the link, the Zoom link, and all of the measurements so that you can join in the fun at my my mystery virtual stamping event. Have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.